What's up, Wackadoodles? My name is Squid Slippy, and today we're going to review Lens Island. What is Lens Island, you may ask? Well, Lens Island is an early access survival game made by Flow Studio, a super small developer team made up of two people and a couple people like making sound and stuff. The game was crowdfunded on Kickstarter and made half of their donations within a day. It received very good support. The game came out on early access as of November 26, 2021, and plans to be in early access for about 24 months, which is a very long time. But they two people on their development team, and they plan to make that time window shorter as they grow their team. So it could be less, like maybe a year or something like that. Lens Island is pretty much your basic survival game on the surface. So, gathering resources, chopping down trees, mining rocks, etc. You farm food and you explore. So, pretty much a cookie cutter survival game, very similar to Subnautica, The Long Dark, etc. But if you dig a little bit deeper, it's more than that. The best way to explain it is the game is calm. It's very relaxing to play, and I found myself playing it for long periods of time, just chopping down trees, mining rocks, that sort of thing. It's like if Stardew Valley and Minecraft had a baby. It's very calm and very pleasant. I found myself spending hours just chopping down trees, and I didn't mind it. It was very calming, like I said, and was just generally very fun and interesting. It also has one of the best base building systems I've ever seen in a survival game like this. Basically, it all snaps together perfectly. It's definitely way better than the worst building systems I've seen, such as Fallout 76 and Fallout 4. Just blows them out of the water. It's kind of like Minecraft where everything just fits together perfectly. There is one time when I tried to put like a window next to a random wall and it wouldn't clip for some reason, but after I switched it around a little bit, then it kind of worked itself out. There are two main parts of the game, survival and dungeon crawling. As I previously stated, survival is a mix of Stardew Valley and Minecraft, so you get a little bit of the calmness of Stardew Valley and the exploration and building, farming kind of areas like Minecraft. And then the dungeon crawling is kind of like if Minecraft met Diablo, it's kind of like a dungeon crawler, RPG-ish type thing where you just keep going deeper and deeper. It's very interesting and very entertaining, but a mix of those two game styles. I was very skeptical at first, but it turned out to work very well. It flows together, it makes sense, and the controls suit it very well. It's one of the more interesting ways to combine two genres, but it works very well, and they've done a very good thing here. For an early access game, this game is very well polished. I have played about 10 hours or so, so not a lot of gameplay, but definitely enough to judge it, and I haven't seen any frame drops, any clipping issues, anything like that. It is very well polished, and it shows that the developers very much care about this and they refine out the little details. But so far, just the raw gameplay, chopping down trees, surviving, base building, and even combat feel really well. They have a very interesting system of criticals where if you hit something at the exact time, it'll do more damage, and it seems like it gives you more resources as well. That's very interesting and keeps resource hunting and just chopping down a bunch of trees very interesting and engaging. I thought that was a very good mechanic, and more games should implement something like this. One of the more interesting parts of the game is the dungeon crawling, and I would say after about 20 minutes, it seemed to be a little bit repetitive due to the enemies and how there isn't very many. But they have already stated that they want to add more enemy types and at some point even a final boss, which I think is amazing, and I'm very excited for it. But until then, dungeon crawling just isn't very interesting, and I would love to see that expanded more. Maybe add a couple things you can find down there. I'm not completely sure what their plans are, but I'm very excited to see what they do. As for crafting, it's very simple, and I like how it's like a lot of other survival games, but it's different a little bit as well. They do this thing where after you craft something, you can upgrade it up to level 3, making it better and faster, and things like that. And I thought that was a very good take on it, and you're always working towards a higher goal, which makes you want to play longer and all these things. The art also looks very well. The game design in general and the environment and the players and the animations, they flow together very well. It's a very unique thing that not a lot of people see, and it's just very polished, and I was very pleasantly surprised at that. Also, one thing I do enjoy is the fixed camera angle and how they handle how you can see your player. If you get close to a tree, then it unloads, or how seamless it is when you walk into your house, how you can always see your character and what's around you. I thought that was very easy, very polished, and I was very happy to see that as well. Like I said, the game is a little bit boring and it has kind of a slow start, but after like 20 minutes of gathering things and building things, then it really does start to pick up and be more interesting. The farming system is also pretty basic, but very safe as well. It is not anything new or special, but it definitely gets the job done, and I don't hate it in any way. I also like the fact that you can't die from hunger. I think that's a very good way to not stress out your player base. So when your hunger reaches zero, your health will go down to about half, and to restore your health, you have to restore your health bar. I thought that was a very good way to handle it so that your players didn't get stressed out about food, and it's generally just a calm experience. The game just flows together very well. All the mechanics, controls, graphics, and music just fit together like a glove. Like I said, they're planning to add some updates, such as NPC quests, more enemy types, and even a final boss at some point. Multiplayer is on its way, so if you were looking for that right now, you're not going to find it, but they said that we're going to work on that. I will also be covering the updates when they come out, so definitely stick around for that. All in all, if you're looking for a survival game to play and you can't find anything, or you just want to support a smaller game, this is definitely one of the best that I've seen so far. It's very polished, and the developers are obviously in love with this project, and can't wait to see what comes next for this project. But until then, it is still a very small game and it's definitely under development. But what they've done so far, I have faith, and I will definitely be checking out the updates in the future. But the question is, should you invest now or should you wait until the full game releases? That depends if you want to play down and play a game for a couple hours and then be done with it until it releases, or if you want a full game. If you just want to play the game, this is a very good one, and you can spend hours and hours making a beautiful base and exploring the dungeon. But if you wanted a full experience with a lot of content and a lot of things, then this probably isn't the time for you. And I would say wait until at least a couple updates or just the full game releases in general. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribe for more Lens Island content. I also do other gaming content such as Let's Plays. So if you're interested in that, please drop a like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And with that, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Squid Slippy out.